Thank you for coming in. When you come in, do please mute yourself, so we will not have this effects that will sound really funny. Okay, so I'm going to do an introduction to Rise Above, and I'm also going to do an introduction about Prashant Chawla. So he is the guy that's going to be our doctor who's going to be taking over and he put this whole entire Rise webinar together. And following the webinar, there is introduction on a course that follows. It would be also certified. It's got a lot of information. We're going to give you a lot of information today. If you have a pen and paper, you want to write things that come up to your mind, or thoughts that do come in, do write them down. If you have a question, like I said earlier, do write it in the chat and we will be taking a look at it. A lot of people think that all of this can be done in a very short time, but a lot of us who have done a lot of training, a lot of teaching, a lot of things, we had to do a lot to reach to where we are now. And Prashant Chawla has studied since 2007, and he's been practicing and learning a lot of transformational techniques in India, and he's gained a lot of experience in the art of mindfulness, theater, Reiki, advanced leadership training programs. He's done thousands of opportunities and corporate settings. He's been in jobs like jobs like yours, where people are saying to them, we are bored, we don't know what to do, we don't know what to do with our team. He would go and he would get everybody to the point that they understand who they are and what they're doing and where they want to go in life. So this is what we're going to be doing, a lot of fun things together. I asked PC, he's known for PC, Prashant Chawla. I said to him, how would you describe Rise? And one of the things that I will never forget that he says, it is the art of mindful living. So whether it is home and whether it is work, whether it is play, it's the art of mindful living, to be mindful every second of the day and know where we are and where we are heading. So with that, I want to introduce you to Prashant Chawla. Can you come in? And can we just clap like this to him?
Thank you so much, Mel. Thank you. Thank you and your team for all the efforts and everything you've put together. We might have a few people joining in sometime. So let's, I would just request for a couple of minutes for us to just jump into
one of the things, I'm glad that you mentioned we can wait a little bit. While we are waiting, I really I'm going to put in the comment, if you guys ever, if you go there, and I hope that you will, where we are doing all of this, I'm going to put down the website. We have a website that is Rise Above. Yeah, it's riseevents.in.co. I think that's what it is. Yeah, .co.in. So it is an India address. Everything that we are doing on that website, by the way, I just want to mention, it is in India. We located in India. I am located in Vancouver, and Prashant is located in Toronto. So we're located all over the world, but this whole project is in India. So it is for India, in India, and everything is done in India. So if you hear anybody calling you, they're calling you from our office in India. So I really want to thank everybody that has done the calls, has been learning a lot about what we're doing. And it is not easy to have offices all over the world and to be able to connect all the time. But hopefully with this program, we will know how to connect within ourselves and how we can connect with each other. And that nothing is impossible. If you think your dreams are impossible, nothing is impossible. And we are proving this today. So welcome again to everybody that is coming in. And more information on the website, riseevents.co.in. And we've got lots of goodies for you. And if you do send us a note right into the book a free webinar seat, and even if you are here, but just click on that, we will send you the program that we're doing today. So we will send you everything that we are doing. If you see anything that PC is doing with an actual presentation, we will send you that presentation in your email. So all we need is your name and your email, and we will be able to connect with you.
Perfect. So thank you so much, Mel. Thank you, team. Welcome you all to the Rise Above webinar, which is I also call it's a basic art of mindful living. It is so we'll be talking today primarily we are going to divide the whole section into 4 parts. The first part is we are going to do a short mindfulness session. It's not going to be long today because, of course, we have a limited time today. Secondly, I will take you guys through each and every step of what this 12-week seminar of RISE is going to be about, what each and every week is going to entail, and how deep we are going to go, and what exactly we're going to do. Third section, a couple of people, and we are going to talk about people who have been a part of a program like this in the past with me, and they would like to share in case they hear, or we are just I'm going to share about them what they have shared. They have shared for you. And the fourth part is going to be an open question and answers, where feel free to ask however and whatever questions you would like to ask in regards to the webinar, in regards to the seminar, and we'll take the discussion forward from there. Great. And I hope you all know that this session is being recorded, not to be put out there in the social media, but for us to send to interested participants, for them to get a flavor of what exactly is RISE, and for have their questions getting answered. So so let's get started. So when we are starting with the first part of we're going to start with the first part of a small mindfulness session. I'm going to play music, keep it easy and soft. And when you are practicing, feel free to you could be sitting on a chair, you could be sitting on a couch. In case you're sitting on a couch or a chair, see that both the feet are touching the ground, or you could be sitting on a yoga mat or on the floor, whatever feels comfortable for you. Take a positions wherever you are. Just allow me a moment. Gently breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. And do it as per your capacity. Keep breathing in and keep breathing out. And gently close your eyes. Feel free to feel what you're feeling, how you're feeling, why you're feeling. Just for a moment, don't question why you're feeling what you're feeling. Just for this moment. Keep breathing in and keep breathing out to the best of your capacity. Relax the shoulders. Relax your spine. Relax your hands. Relax your feet. And let your thoughts be. Just focus on your breathing. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Feel the place where you're sitting in right now. Wherever you might be. You could be in your office, you could be at your home, in your room, you could be in a car, you could be any place. Just get a flavor and the feel of where you're sitting right now. What all is around you? What are the different things kept around you? And as you breathe in and breathe out, ask yourself, how am I feeling right now in this moment? Leave me aside, leave this music aside, leave everything aside right now. And ask yourself, how am I feeling right now? And you can add to this question that why am I feeling what I'm feeling? Don't question what you're feeling that way. It's okay to feel what you're feeling. You could be neutral right now. You could be looking forward to something right now. You could be feeling sad about something. Or you could be upset about something. Or you could be just happy about something happening in your life for just a moment. Everything is fine. Keep breathing in and keep breathing out. Acknowledge yourself right now. Acknowledge what you're feeling right now. And acknowledge your life just as is right now. With some things working and some things not working. Just for the moment, see your life right in front of you as is. No change. Keep breathing in and keep breathing out. Keep breathing in and keep breathing out. And completely relax yourself. Relax your thoughts. And be in this moment right now. Keep your spine straight and head straight. And be in this moment. Gently breathe in and breathe out. Take a few breaths in and out. Move your toes, move your fingers. Slowly start coming back to your breath. Back to this room. Back to your body. And gently open your eyes. Take your time and be absolutely gentle with yourself. Witness what you're feeling, how you're feeling, and what's going on with you. And no matter what you're feeling, at every point, acknowledge what you're feeling and be okay with what you're feeling. And welcome back. Feel free to, if anybody would like to share how they're feeling right now or anything, you're welcome to share that. Now you can you can unmute and share in case you want to share something. Feel free to use the chat. I'll give the option to you.
Can I say something?
Sure, Mel.
Okay, so it was a dangerous exercise for me because I have slept. So it's almost 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. And I thought, well, what do I do if I close my eyes? But what I felt was ultimate clarity, like my clarity of thought, even though that I wasn't thinking of sleep. I was not thinking of being tired. I just to that zone where it just felt so much at peace,
Yeah.
and I had clarity. Like if once I get off the call, I think I can do few hours of work, like clarity of mind, and so I thought that when we said the word mindfulness, I thought, yeah, clarity and mindfulness, not it's just a ritual that we do. It's just very gentle, and I felt very clear. So that my experience.
Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing that, Mel. Hi, Bibi. Thank you for joining. Anybody else would like to share? How are they feeling right now? Or any questions before we get into the presentation? Okay, great. In any case, in between also, if you feel you would like to share something or ask something, just feel free to use the chat. Feel free to put your questions there at the end. I will definitely take charge of that. Yeah, so I'll just get on to our R.I.S.E. We'll go page by page. I'll explain out to you. And in case you have any questions, keep writing your questions down or feel free to even put the questions in the chat. I will address at the end of the presentation. Yeah. So let's get started with what we need to do right. So welcome to R.I.S E. I call it, and I will give you what R.I.S E means, and I will also call it basically. Just give me a moment, guys. And I also call it the art of mindful living. Now, why, how, we'll go next time and we'll share accordingly. Now, I'll give you a brief about myself, Actcelerate. And of course, this presentation, I will send it to all of you for you to get an idea about me, because at the end of the day, you'll be like, okay, who's Prashant and why we meeting him and why should he be facilitating what he's doing? So just a little bit of brief about myself. My journey when it comes to mindfulness started primarily back in 2007. I was part of different kinds of programs, from starting from drama to theater, and how to use theater as a part of a learning and development setting, being a part of leadership development program from 2009 to 2014, 13 and 14, and then being a part of various other mindfulness and Reiki techniques. The point is how we can use these brilliant techniques and tools for making our current life better, upgrade ourselves when it comes to our relationships, when it comes to a relationship with ourselves, to our close ones, at our work, when we are talking about a career, when we are talking about our businesses, when we're talking about a mindset, goal setting, and how to go on to achieve what we really want to do, what we need to achieve for ourselves. And also for us to go ahead and live a happier and a healthier life. I feel we all, the kind of times we are in today, I would not say post-COVID. I don't know if it's post-COVID or we are still in the COVID. Nobody has an answer for this. But we all are looking out for everything. We're looking out for good time with our family. We're looking out for good health and well-being. We are looking out for good work, earning good money, either through a job or a business. And we're looking out to have a peaceful life, a mindful life, and a happier life. I think most of us are looking for that. Some of us are conscious about it, and some of us might not be right now. But at the end of the day, we all are looking for that. Hence, we sometimes look out to change in a job, we look out to upgrade our businesses, we look out to spend a weekend or more time with family. We're looking out for a combination of everything and have a better life and feel happy about it. Some things are working, some things are not working. But still, we are looking out to live a life where we feel, okay, it's good. It's going fine. It's going nice. I'm happy about it, how it's going. We're looking out for that feeling. So, and it could be different for me and it could be different from you. What you're looking for might be absolutely different from what I'm looking out for. So let's dig in deeper and see what's important for us. Now, let me share a basic concept note for R.I.S.E here. I will also read sometimes what's written here. And but of course, the slides will be emailed to you, so don't worry about it. I welcome you to the space of mindfulness and empowerment where we come together to practice meditations, laugh together, experience spirituality, and rise above where we stand today. I want to make a small change. It's rise above and beyond. Sometimes it's not necessarily we need to rise above a challenge or a struggle we are going through. Above and in the bracket, it's beyond that sometimes uh, we find a solution to certain situation, and sometimes we go beyond that situation and look for that contentment, that peace, and that calmness for ourselves. That situation might get solved in next 2 weeks, or it might not get solved in next 2 years. We don't know. And how still we can go on to upgrade our lives is one of the most important part of this program. What does RISE stand for when we call about, I call it the art of mindful living. What exactly this particular program focused towards? Where resilience, R stands for resilience, as we rethink. Resilience means to bounce back from wherever we are in whatever different situations of our life. I call our life is life. I don't talk about personal and professional life. It's life. Your relationship with your children, your spouse, your family members is as important as your career, your job, your business. So your life is complete, your whole life. So I see life like that. And that's what I'm going to refer to. I'm using the word life. So resilience as we rethink about our life, about the decisions we have made, the choices we are making, and how we can bounce back to where we were or to a better self. Innovation as we turn intuitive. Spiritual leadership as we practice self-care, and empowerment with a lens of empathy. Let's discuss it one by one when we go forward towards it. This is a short note about what exactly is the rise, what is the background, why it came forth, and why we are doing right now, why we are meeting right now, and why we are doing this seminar in itself at the first place. Just reading, and in case you keep getting any questions, you feel there is some questions, I would request you to either you can write it down on a pen or a paper, as Mel said in the start, or you can even put it in the chat. I will address all your questions before we end the webinar today. So deep inside our hearts, we are long for happiness and peace for ourselves. Life bestows us with certain unpleasant and challenging situations, which take away most of our attention and time. Sometimes we are aware of these challenges, and sometimes everything seems all over the place. We often start feeling anxious, stressed, and even depressed. This starts to impact our confidence, health, and complete well being. And sometimes it doesn't reach that bad, but when we are able to catch it beforehand, and sometimes we are not able to catch it, and somebody else tells us that this is going on. It could vary from person to person and situation to situation. Hence, R.I.S.E above came into the picture. In these 12 weeks of R.I.S E, we're going to prioritize our happiness and peace by going beyond our challenges and situations. I'm going to come back to this slide. We learn how we can commit to our well-being despite these situations using secret mindfulness practices. We're going to work towards taking care of that situation, and we are going to work towards going beyond that situation. A situation in our life, for how long that situation is going to be, nobody can guarantee that. As I said before, 2 weeks or 2 years or more, we don't know. We need to work towards the situation, and we need to work beyond the situation, prioritizing our happiness and peace. Because if that's the priority, don't worry, that situation will be taken care of either now or later. That's how it is. We work towards going beyond these challenges and achieving what we really want to and need to. That's a very important work we are going to talk about in these 12 weeks. What we want and what we need, there's a vast difference in this. And we're going to go in deep in these two words and its application in our life in these 12 weeks. We shall experience spirituality in its simplest form. Just mind the spelling mistake there, and understand its practical application in the modern day living. Spirituality has a lot of meanings around the world. What we learn in R.I.S.E in this particular seminar and whatever spaces I've created with the help of my team, spirituality has nothing to do with any religion, any community, any caste, any race, any gender, nothing. It's just you, your connection, and your synchronization between your mind, body, and spirit. It's as simple as that. I'm sitting here in my room, and I can practice my spirituality here and apply that spirituality in my relationship, within my family, with my peers, my colleagues, at my work, for my work and career, in my business, and for my connection with myself. It has nothing to do with me going anywhere and practicing any particular religion or praying or anything else. That's a separate part. And we're going to learn what is spirituality in its simplest form and how can I use it and how can I practice it to make my current life, however I'm living, wherever I'm living, better and upgraded. The focus of this program is going to create a healthier and a happier version of ourselves. We all are at different levels in different areas of our life. How can we better and upgrade wherever we are is the focus of this program. So if there are, for example, 30 people in the program, all 30 are at different levels. The focus of this program is they go to the next version of themselves. It's not about comparing, hey, this person is like that, I need to reach there. Okay, you can be inspired about it, and that's absolutely fine. But it's not about comparing. You need to go to the next level of yours, and that's for you to decide in the first session, where do you need to go in next 3 months? And that's what the focus is going to be about. Now, how do you know this program is for you? You could be interested in learning or practicing mindfulness. You're looking out to enhance your life, your relationships, and or skills. You're looking out, you feel that your mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual health needs attention. You feel that you're feeling stressed or anxious or more than needed, worried, or if you feel you're not sleeping well, or something, some kind of a symptom or some kind of a sign where you feel, I need help. I don't know what is it, what exactly I need, but I need help here. Or somebody else might have nudged you for that. You feel that there is a possibility to upgrade your current life and you are inclined to do it. You can see I've just underlined inclined. It's very important for you to be inclined to be a part of this seminar, because at the end of the day, me or my team can help you with tools, techniques, sharings, and even your people around you can help you with that. At the end of the day, you're the one who's going to take action. So it's very important that you're inclined to make a difference for your life. That inclination is good enough. Now, what are going to be the outcomes of this program? Just few of them I'm reading right now. The person could be looking for enhanced self-worth, self-confidence, looking out for support in taking big leaps in choices and decisions related to your life. Improvement in 3 areas of your life which need utmost attention. This is a very important part, because that's what we're going to work on in the 3 most important areas where you feel you need attention in your life. And that's what we decided first week, and we go on to work till 12th week on that. Reduce levels of anxiousness and stress, which of course mindfulness helps in a lot. Simplicity in application and practice of mindfulness in your current life, helping you to move from confusion to clarity in that one situation that bothers you the most. In the first session, you decide certain outcomes you're looking out for yourself. But out of all of that, that could be, for example, say 8 things you feel you need help or you need to work on. But there's that one situation which is like, something is needed here. This is the crux of the 80% of what I'm not okay with. And this is where I need some intervention to help me go to the next level. And the application of secret spiritual practices and innovative tools to experience a conscious life. We're going to talk about all of these things, these words. What do they mean in the simplest form? And how do I apply it? The point is to keep it simple. And it is that. It's going to be in these 12 weeks. Enhance mental, emotional, and physical well-being. Enhance quality of sleep and relaxation, and more. Now let's talk about session briefs over here. The first online session shall focus on introducing ourselves, our life, and write down a note about what am I expecting, what am I intending in these 12 weeks for myself. So all of you will write for yourself. There's an intention sheet where we will write and we share what exactly are we looking at for ourselves here, why, and how do I need to achieve what I need to achieve. That's a very important part. There's a difference in dreaming something, and there's a difference in intending, because in intending is actionable. I'm talking about, hey, I dream one day, I take a seminar with 5,000 people. That's a nice dream. It's a nice wish. But how do I intend it? I intended by start doing the first seminar with the first person, with one person, with 5 people, with 10 people, with 20 people, with 30 people, growing. And it might take next 10 years, next 20 years of work, effort, planning, and to reach where I need to reach. That's called intention. That's called intending. Working towards your dream in a practical and a simplest form is called as intention. So that's what we're going to do on the first week itself. We're going to understand the flow of these 12 weeks on the first day itself, first session itself, and we have question answers there. That's going to be the first session of introduction. Now, second session onward, we deep dive into every sector of R.I.S.E. So the first R.I.S.E was resiliency while we rethink. So the second session is going to be a resiliency, which means bouncing back with courage, determination, and complete faith can help us to revive our life, personal goals, relationships, and even our career. Welcome to the first chapter of R.I.S.E, where we experience mindfulness practices related to resilience, discuss life situations, understand the simplest solutions for the given situations, and sometimes we also learn that there are sometimes no solution for certain situations. It's on us how we can learn to accept them and go beyond to prioritize our happiness and peace. So we are going to talk about a lot of these deep situations and practical issues. We're going to learn how we can be curious about sharing, about listening to each other, and practice these simple practices. Resiliency has been a very important word, especially post-COVID. Once the COVID has hit, because people have, in their relationships, in their businesses, in their work, in different areas of their life, we have been shaken apart. We have been uncertain. And today we are acting knowingly and unknowingly with a lot of uncertainty. We don't know what's there tomorrow for us there. And we are working towards it. We are saving more. We're going through our relationships accordingly. So there have been a lot of changes. We'll discuss resiliency in its deepest form and how we can use simple mindfulness practices for helping us to bounce back with a lot of kindness, with a lot of compassion, and with a lot of growth. That's what we're going to discuss here. And the second chapter of resiliency, which is Rethink, we're going to rethink about a lot of choices and decisions we have made in the last few years, or it could be long back, which is impacting our life in today's form, or impacting our relationships, or our growth in our life. And we are going to rethink them. We are going to make those choices again to help us move to the next level. That's going to be this third session here. In every session, it's going to be practice. We're going to do meditation practices. We are going to have use some drama activities. We are going to have some question answers. And we're going to have some discussions on certain topics which could be relevant to everyone who's present in the group. And how we can, and I'm also going to come to, after 6th session, I'm going to come on how we can come one-to-one and discuss some life situations. We're going to do that. The 4th and 5th session is going to be around innovation, how we can bring in innovation and how we can use intuitiveness to enhance this innovation. Innovation, I feel, is one of the most relevant and important topics post-COVID, I feel, because everything needs innovation, right? The way we are living our lives, like I'm working from home, we've got our families, we have got things going on. I'm doing my laundry, I'm working, we're cooking, and everything is managing. We're managing things. But how can we do it? How can we innovate our lives in the current scenario to the best of its capacity? How we can go out of the box. And we're going to use a lot of creativity to do that. Intuitiveness on the other end, I love it. Let me read what we've written here. Intuitive minds are leading the world with their vision, thoughts, and sixth sense. A quality that is underrated, involves no logic, and requires a deep connection with oneself. A session involving secret spiritual practices to help in synchronizing our mind, body, and soul, or spirit, how we call it. That's what brings in utmost difference and takes our innovativeness to the next level here. And you will experience it when you come for these sessions. Sixth session is going to be the revision of first 5 sessions and question answers and its practical application, because when you've gone for, we are giving 1 week for every session. Okay. So after 5 sessions, you're like, okay, I've learned these things. Now let's talk about application. My situation is this, Prashant. How do we take care of that? How do I take care and how do I apply in this situation? Let's talk about practicality. And that's what I love. I'm a guy who talks about A is this, B is this. How, if I want to go to C, how do I do that? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about actionables. And that's what it's going to be about. Seventh session is a very unique session, which is going to be to convert our intentions into reality. When we did our first session, we wrote certain intentions. Out of that, we will take out the 3 most important intentions there. And we're going to talk in this session, how do we convert it into reality? What are the actionables? How much time is it going to take? How many days or months or hours for me to convert this intention into reality? What do I need to do? We are going to write down the actionables for each and every intention in this session. I love this session. In between 6 and 12 sessions, there's going to be one-on-one counseling. So you should come together with me for 20 minutes. So out of that, all the intentions you've written and 3 most important, pick up any one which you feel still needs that extra intervention for you, because might be unconsciously or consciously, that one intention is taking away 75% of your energy. 24/7, you're thinking about that one thing, that one situation of your life. It could be a relationship, it could be related to your work, it could be something like that. And then you and me are going to come together and we are going to discuss it and talk about it. Let's take it forward. Let's put it on table and see what we can do about it. So that's what one-on-one counseling is going to be about. Eighth and ninth session. I love this session. There's something called a spiritual leadership, because that leads how we lead physically, emotionally, mentally in our personal and professional lives. Spiritual wellness helps us to bring in holistic wellness, including physical, mental, and emotional. We shall together practice some practices, discuss some myths, and define modern spirituality in the times we live, which can support us to live a successful life. You could be in business, you could be in a job, you could be a CEO of a company, or you could be the executive in the lower grade. It doesn't matter. How we can lead our life in our current situation, putting spirituality into real practice, is what we call a spiritual leadership. And you will learn that sometimes you talk about leadership from point of view of skills, from corporate angle, learning these 5 skills, how to communicate, how to take empathy, how to take the teams together. It all boils down to you. Your relationship with yourself is going to lead your life in totality, and we're going to learn that. It's a simple formula for you to move ahead and take charge of your life. And how we use self-care, which is the 9th session, to take care of our spiritual leadership is a very important part. Self-care boils down to the foundation of leading your life. How you take care of yourself. Do you exercise? Do you sit with yourself? Do you watch what you eat? Do you watch what you hear? Do you go for walks? You could be watching few movies or games or doing certain things which you feel comes under the purview of self-care, because all the things you do for yourself becomes the foundation for you leading your life, your relationship, your teams, everything. So we are going to discuss in these 2 sessions about spiritual leadership and how we can use self-care to take care of spiritual leadership. And the last leg of R.I.S E, empowerment, and how we can use empathy to bring in empowerment in our lives. Just in brief, we know what is empowerment and empathy. To be honest, I love the words, but how do we use it practically? And why is it important to me in today's life? How can I make my life better with the application of these 2 words? Is we are going to discuss in 10th and 11th session. I think in the times we are in, we all know every word. I think everybody talks about a lot of words. When we have, I think in last 1.5 years, we're talking about mental health so much. I've not heard in last 20 years. But are we practicing mental health? in our organizations, in our life, in our relationships. Are we actually doing it or not? I'm more interested in the practical application than these big words. And that's what we are going to learn how to practice in the simplest form in these 12 weeks. And the last session is going to be the closure, the practical applications of what we've learned, our sharings, and how do we move forward in our life now is what we are going to talk about. I'm going to come back here. So the sessions are going to be, we are going to plan to start in India on 21st of May, which is going to be a Saturday. We are still not clear with the timings. We will get back to you with the exact time here, so avoid this. Every session is going to be on Zoom online, and there's going to be two legs of it. One is just participation, and one is with certification in case you guys need certification. And the price for both of them are going to be different here. So I'll send the slides to you, and you can take care of that over here. Because this price is given in Canadian dollars, so we just convert it and send it to you. That's it. I am going to just take a moment, and if I have any of the previous participants here with me, sorry, I just wanted to see who all are there. Just give me a moment, guys. Hi. Neha, you there? I've just had...
I'm here.
Sorry, Neha, we can't see you. Sorry.
Sorry, I hadn't switched my video on. Hi, good morning.
Hi, Neha. So Neha was a part of one of the previous programs, which was being done previously as a 12-week program, and just invited her to, if she would like to come and share her experience and how the program helped her. So over to you, Neha.
Sure. Thank you, Prashant, and hi, everyone. I'm Neha Chaudhary. I'm based out of Toronto. Friend of Prashant's, also a previous participant of this program. I think it was back in September 2020, when the pandemic was fresh and new, relatively. And a lot of us at that point were looking for support. And yeah, so I was a part of a really great group. I think some of the highlights that I recall and I remember very strongly about the program are, just the fact that it's such a holistic approach. So, like Prashant mentioned, so it's a program that sort of helps you declutter a little bit and like identify what are those few top 3 priorities that you want to work on, or top 3 areas of your life that are concerning to you at that point. And it helps you sort of tackle that from a lot of different angles. So it's through mindfulness and some beautiful meditations. It's through a lot of, I remember, introspection and self-awareness. So we did a lot of exercises where we kind of looked at our childhood and different phases of our lives and drew lessons from it and applied some lessons from there. It's also through, I believe, a lot of discipline and practical tools and tips on what you could do and how do you keep yourself accountable for doing that. Things that are in your control and you can do towards reaching your goals. So I remember that was unique in the sense that it was sort of a lot of different approaches and a very holistic approach to tackle things that you want to in your life. Being in a group was really good, and in fact quite powerful, because you also listen to other stories. You also listen to what people are going through and how they're being resilient, how they're progressing, and that's really inspiring and sort of gives you that positivity as well. Positivity, sometimes negativity. There, sometimes you also reach out and support other individuals and think beyond what you are going through, which I felt is very powerful in itself. Just the ability to look at life beyond your own problems. So that was great, and I also felt that the one-on-one sessions were very helpful also. So while it's a group experience, it's also designed in a way that there is focus on your journey and how you are progressing over the 12-week period. So yeah, I really benefited from it. I think we've talked about it in the session earlier as well, that we live in a world which is very uncertain, and I feel that it's almost become like a life skill that people should have in order to manage, uncertainty, manage anxiety, manage their own emotions. And I feel the programs sort of help me get there a little bit. So yeah, highly recommended. I really like what Mel said in the beginning of the session, that after that mindfulness exercise that she had a moment of ultimate clarity. So I would recommend that, and in my experience, the program does offer you lots of those moments of clarity and declutterment in a way. So yeah, highly appreciated, Prashant. Thank you for everything that you've done.
Thank you so much, Neha. Thank you for coming here and sharing and being a part of this program. Thank you so much. Thank you. Means a lot.
Very well.
I'm just hi, Vivi. How are you?
Yeah, hello Prashant. I'm doing good. Yeah, nice
Would you
to
like to
see
share
you.
your experience here with us?
Well, yeah, I think I must share this experience. Actually, I must confess that initially I was quite skeptical about the whole thing, that whether, like, at this age, whether it would be useful for me or not. But believe me, after finishing the course, I felt really empowered. And Prashant took me to those aspects of my life which I didn't know earlier. Uh, I must say that he actually has good techniques to explore your personality, some dimensions which you do not know. And like while working on your personality with Prashant, you get to know what you really are. So, in that respect, even at this age, I loved the course, and after finishing it, I really felt grateful to him and grateful to my daughter who asked me to like join this course. So that is how it is. Rest Neha has just I think she has very nicely elaborated everything, so I need not add. But again, I would say that if you really want to explore the dimensions of your personality and you want to make it flower like you make use of every strong points you have, then you must join this course. So thank you, Prashant. Thank you for inviting me today, and thank you for inspiring me for during all those like days when we were under this pandemic. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Vivi. Thank you so much for sharing your heart out here. And it really means a lot to me. And it really means a lot for all of us. Those old memories coming back again for us to be together. So thank you so much for being a part. Thank you. Is there anyone else from the previous batch or anybody? I'm just trying to see here. Anyone else? While we are figuring that out, just I just want to share a few of the participants who were not able to come live today, and they have shared what exactly this experience was for them. So I'll just take some short time and just share that with you here. There is a person who's we are not writing anybody's name here unless and until they come here and keep it live for everyone. So PC, I really wanted to share. Sometimes some of the people or participants just call me PC. It's Prashant Chawla. That's my complete name. PC, I really want to share what your signature program brought to my life. I'm a mother of two, and after 7 years of break from work, I was feeling nervous to go back. Finally, after months of trying, I got a decent job in February, which was in 2021, if I'm not wrong. And then due to COVID, I was not hired. It was really disheartening and frustrating. When I started this program with you in May, I was just expecting some relaxation and mindfulness. Rather, this program changed my outlook on my life. COVID situation has not changed, but my outlook helped me to gain confidence back, reduce my anxiety to a great extent, and I'm able to sleep. Bracket after 3 years. Wow. It helped me to regain the spark in my relationship with my husband. PC, I've got my new job in the company that I wanted, and I'm joining on 1st of August, and it's work from home. I cannot tell you how happy I am. I cannot express it in words. Thank you. Can you see the situation was not solved, but how we go beyond the situation and look out and prioritize our health, our well-being, and happiness. We work towards that. So thank you for sharing this. This is one of the person who's a fund manager professionally and a father. BC, through your mindfulness program, I realize that it's not about technical aspects of communication, but the non-technical aspects like inhibitions and fears regarding public speaking, which I dropped during this program. I can now express myself completely and can talk anywhere in front of anyone openly, freely, and spontaneously. You will see that everybody is sharing from different point of view. Some people are looking out for more confidence in their life. Some people are looking out to reduce their anxiety and stress and have a better sleep. Some people are looking out for growth in their career. Some people are looking out for better relationship with themselves and within the family. The purpose for somebody to come for the program varies. For one of the father manager professional, the workshop brought in clear and courageous communication in me, and I'm able to present myself confidently. At the same time, the work was conductive, was fun-filled, and engaging. The next person, having attended a few sessions earlier, I went in with this one with a set of prejudice that was built over a period of time, but boy, I was wrong. Our team was nothing like trainers I have interacted in the past. It is a must and for all those who are working very hard to grow in a corporate setup. One of the freelance artists. Before coming for the workshop, I was feeling numb about few areas of my life, and this workshop has helped me to know where my numbness was coming from. It has helped me to express myself completely, and it's huge for me. I am feeling confident, expressive, and clear. So thank you so much for listening, and thank you so much, all of you, for the ones who have shared here your experiences. It means a lot because somewhere it just understands that, oh, okay, what you're doing is important and it needs to be spread around. And hence I wanted to share these with you. Yeah. So I'm done with my presentation from my end. In case you have any questions, feel free to either ask or put it in the chat. I would love to answer any questions if we have. We still have time. We are just 1 hour into the seminar, but I'm open to keep next sometime in case we have questions.
I have a question.
Yes, hi, Mary.
Hi. Okay, so I enjoyed this presentation very much. I think I can hear it again and again and again, so I'm enjoying it. Thank you very much. The first thing that came to my mind is we are using a lot of buzzwords, or a lot of words have become buzzwords. Like a lot of people are saying it again and again. And the word that came into my mind as you were doing the session is the word intention. So you said, bring your intentions. You bring your intentions. For that word, bringing what intentions we want to put in our minds and how to move them forward into reality. How would you describe that word? How would you rename it, if you may, or even say it in the dialect that is most useful for someone to imagine that word in more of a practical kind of viewpoint?
Okay, thank you for asking that, Mel. I think this is one of the most common questions which I normally answer in the first seminar itself, the first session itself. This is one word which has been often said synonymously with the dream, wish, intending. So if I say, hey, what do you intend for this? A lot of times I've People who write something like, I dream about, I would like to be happy, or it's casual. We use this word very casually, like we wish, like I wish I would, somebody might wish, and I'm saying three different wishes. Somebody might wish, hey, I would like to work as a chief marketing officer of one of the big artificial agencies. It's a big deal. I will have 1,000 people below me working and all that. It's a nice dream, I don't know. And somebody might have a wish that, hey, I would like to buy a nice house for myself. Or somebody might wish that I actually would like to simply wish to have a relaxed life because I'm not feeling happy. I'm feeling stressed. I'm feeling anxious about a lot of things. And it's just my wish. I just feel that. Intending in these three cases is going to be actionable. In the first case, if somebody says, I'm looking out to have a job of a CMO in an artificial intelligence company. Now, if today I am a marketing executive, for me to become a CMO, there will be a lot of ladders. I need to go through it step by step. It might take me next 8 years to reach and become a CMO. I might read about certain CMOs. I might understand the journey. I might understand what kind of an education is needed for me to become a CMO of an artificial intelligence company. What kind of certifications, what kind of licensing, what kind of master's degree or a PhD or whatever relevant degrees or relevant education is needed or experience is needed for me to become that one day. And And that dream is not just a one-line dream. I might write one page about it. Where am I right? Today I'm in 2022. I'm a marketing executive of this company. I intend that in 2030, I am a CMO of this artificial intelligence company. I have completed this kind of an education by this year. This is the kind of experience I'm gaining. I'm creating an intention with clear dates, times, and what do I need to do to fulfill and complete this intention of mine. If I have to buy a house and I need, say, for example, 3 million to buy a house, but right now I just have 100,000 in my pocket, how do I buy a 3 million house? I start intending towards it, that I might need next 5 years to buy it or 10 years with respective money, whosoever has it, on even next 2 years, I don't know. But whatever it is, you decide how much time will you take to buy this house? How will you arrange the down payment? How will you get the loan? How much salary or how much income do you need to show to get this kind of a mortgage? And if you feel that to buy a 3 million house, you need $500,000 as a down payment, how will you save it? Let's talk numbers. Intention is all about talking numbers and actionables. I dream I can just travel the world. Okay, then plan about it. If you want to travel the world, plan and let's make it happen. So how much money do you need to travel the world? So if somebody says I need 300,000 to do the basic tour with me and my spouse, for example, okay, so how are you going to save and how much time do you want to save and how will you take the leave from whatever work you're doing? Plan about it, write it down, take a one pager and write down step by step. And that's what we call an intention as compared to a dream or a wish.
So that is really good. I think I remember, like, I will read this information. What do you think about mindset? So when we want to sort of like intend on it, so it's all in how we think about it, right? It's like how we think about it in the most positive of ways. Is that what you think?
How you think about mindset means?
Like, for example, my intention is, but then my mindset has to shift somehow, right? I have to have that in my mind that I am wanting to travel around the world. So then by that, I will break down the steps. What is that? What does it take for me to do that? Maybe, yeah. So it's there. It's
it's there. But is it here?
Yeah.
I think you remember I was talking about during the session that beautiful and effective spiritual and mindfulness practices help us to synchronize our mind, our body, and our spirit. When this synchronization happens, then what we think and what we speak is not weighted. I don't have a script right in front of me when I'm speaking. And a lot of times when we say our heart out, when we really want to say something to somebody from our heart out, we don't need a script.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is aligned. It's like your mind, your body, and your spirit are just coming aligned together.
Mm.
You don't need, then it's less of planning, then it's less of anything. Then it's a clear intention. 2025, I want to go for a world tour. And this is how I will make it happen. I don't know how this will be managed, but these are the 5 steps I will take to make it happen. And I'm very clear about it. This unconditional clarity is what this program offers people. Unconditional clarity. It's clear. A lot of times you're clear about how it will happen, and a lot of times you're not clear about how it will happen. But it will happen. And that's what my work is going to be about. So
that's awesome.
Sometimes it is more than mindset. It is more about synchronization of your being. It's just that. Yeah. Thank you for asking that.
Thanks.
If anybody would have any questions, anything they would like to ask before we end the webinar today. And also we'll be sending this recording and the presentation to everyone. So in case you would like to share it with anybody or you have questions later on, feel free to ask. Hi.
Hi, sir. This is Manish. Can you hear me?
Hi, Manish. I can hear you.
Hi. Actually, sir, I think there's a lot of person who missed this conversation today. I don't know why, but
sorry,
as you said,
your voice is not clear. I think there's a lot of echoing happening there.
So, I was saying that I was expecting a hell lot of more person today on this webinar, but I don't know why there's a lot of person are not available on this webinar. So,
okay.
As you said, like you are going to send me the recording. So if I can get the recordings, I can pass it on to a lot of people who was supposed to join this webinar.
Okay.
So that they can hear it and they can join the next webinar.
Sure. We will be sending the recording to everyone, Manish.
Yeah. Mel, I believe you will get the recordings and send it to me so that I can pass it on to everyone.
Yeah. We will talk about it.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Mel, shall we go ahead and close the webinar for now?
Yeah, well, thank you very much. This has been really very, 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 very good. I think you have highlighted a lot of things. And for me, I really feel that we as individuals that were present today, we will be able to encourage others and encourage ourselves to really come and focus on what do we want in life and how to get it. So thank you for being available. That's what I would say. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for Rise above and beyond. I love that. And we are looking forward for the next steps together. So yeah, and enjoying the journey together. I think that's what we really I really like the way that you presented it, because it's let's enjoy the journey of being mindful and the art of mindfulness with using the R.I.S.E in the practical sense of the word and changing our lives. So that really good. Thank you for joining, and we will be with you guys on the email. We will send you all the information that we promised that we would send you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Have a nice day, everyone.